Sup, Laura? Sup, man? What did you get up to on the weekends? Oh, nothing. Just hit up a couple garage sales and found this Talkboy from Home Alone 2. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Did that sound good? Or no? In today's video, I have an awesome review for you guys today. Okay, here, let's play a game. I'll say a word and then you tell me the first word that comes to mind. And then I'll tell you the first word that comes to my mind. So here, let's go. Winter, Christmas, Home Alone, Talkboy. Funny story, I have one right here. Yes, guys, today we are taking a look at the Talkboy from Home Alone 2. I feel like I need a Christmas sweater on now. Oh, look, Muffin has a Christmas sweater too. Oh, he's so cute, his Christmas sweater. I love my Christmas sweater. I love Christmas. Woo! Hey, run away. Muffin's like, please kill me. Home Alone 2 Lost in New York is the 1992 sequel to the beloved 1990 classic Home Alone, starring Macaulay Culkin, where each time Kevin McAllister finds himself separated from his family during the holidays, with either burglars trying to break into his house or people chasing after him. Is it just me, or does that movie send a very bad message to kids? Like, oh, take matters into your own hands. Don't bother calling the police. 911. It's really not that hard. But I guess Kevin McAllister's like, fuck the police. The police could have handled everything, even like better than you did. Home Alone 1 and 2 are definitely some of my favorite Christmas movies, and they're definitely some of the most famous. But one of the most iconic aspects of Home Alone 2 is...
Where's the lobby?
Down the hall and to the left.
Thanks.
No, not that.
Here's your very own cheese pizza.
Nah.
This is Peter McAllister, the father.
Yes, sir.
I'd like a hotel room, please.
There we go! It's the Talkboy, which Kevin McAllister used on a number of occasions for his many shenanigans. Like to book a hotel room using the slow feature to sound like an adult.
The key. Credit card? You got it.
Or even tricking a group of sneaky bad guys by replaying a recording of his uncle singing and yelling in the shower.
We know a guy who can really do a cougar.
The Talkboy is certainly an iconic toy when one thinks Home Alone. But what many people don't know is that the Talkboy was actually designed specifically for the Home Alone 2 movie as a prop. It was never sold in any stores before, and this thing didn't exist. It was just made specifically for the movie. Later that Christmas, after the movie premiered, Tiger Electronics, now owned by Hasbro, actually developed a fully working model of this toy and sold it in stores, and this proved to be super successful.
With Tiger's Talkboy tape recorder, you can have lots of high-tech fun.
Stop drooling on me! Stop drooling on me!
The original release Talkboy came in Home Alone 2 themed packaging with Kevin McAllister on the front. It was a battery-powered cassette player / recorder with a monophonic speaker, grip handle, and an extendable microphone. But this first release model actually had no slow playback feature like the one in the movie. Later, there were several spin-offs of this original released version. The most popular model being this one right here, the Talkboy Deluxe. Deluxe. This Talkboy Deluxe is virtually identical in appearance and function when compared to the original model that was released. We have the 4 AA battery slot right here. On the side here, we have our stop, fast forward, rewind, play and record button, monophonic? I don't know, who cares? We have a grip here on the other side, and at the top here, we have an extendable microphone. So what are the differences between the Talkboy Deluxe and the Talkboy Original? Well, the Talkboy Deluxe has Deluxe written right here above Talkboy. We also have a headphone jack here so you can jam out in privacy. And we also have this button here on one side of the grip and it says off, on, and slow. So the original model did lack the slow feature, which was so iconic in the movie, you know, Kevin McAllister doing his little slow thing, tricking people into thinking he's an adult and stuff. And everyone who bought the first model was obviously a little ticked off that it didn't have the slow feature. So when the Deluxe came out, it was super popular because it did have this feature finally. So there's actually another really awesome feature of the Talkboy is that, so when you would record in normal voice and then you press slow, it would slow down your voice. But if you actually recorded in slow and then just played it back normally, it would actually raise the pitch of your voice. So it'd actually go like really fast. You'd be talking like this. Another thing that was different with the Talkboy Deluxe is that it also came with a cassette tape. One side of the cassette tape was blank, so you can, you know, record and everything like that. The other side was kind of, what's it called? Write protection or something. So you actually couldn't record over it. And on that side was quotes from the movie and also sound effects. Okay, let's test this thing now, shall we? Go to the thrift store to find some cassettes. And I just got a bunch because I knew that some cassettes might have like write protection on it, so I actually can't record over it. So I just got a bunch thinking that maybe one of these I'll be able to write over. And I did get a Spice Girls cassette, like the original album on cassette. I'm just gonna put that in my collection. I don't have the heart to record over it, but actually let's put this in and let's see if we can make some beautiful music. Is it working? Oh. Yo, something I want, what I really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Really, really want. Zig, zig, ah. Gotta get with my friends. I'm so happy right now. Okay, I need to stop listening to this. Okay, you know what? You know what? Let's do the slow-mo feature on it now. That was so enjoyable. Pick one. Pick a girlfriend. Quickly, pick a girlfriend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 choices. Pick one. Next, we have this Viking Polynesian music. I didn't know that Viking Polynesian music existed. I thought Vikings were like the Nordic people with the horny hats and stuff. But I guess this is Viking Polynesian music. So let's hear what this sounds like. Okay, is it just me? Or does this sound like post-apocalyptic movie opening music? What? I'm just gonna record a couple sounds and then I will play them back and then I will play them in slow-mo. I'll be back. Get to the chopper! Adrian!
Be back. Get to the chopper! Adrian!
Okay, this isn't really the best quality, is it? Let's see what it sounds like in slow-mo.
Be back. Get to the chopper! Adrian!
Hey, Adrian was pretty good. I kind of sound like my brother. Howdy do. This is Peter McAllister, the father. I'd like a hotel room, please, with an extra large bed, a TV, and one of those little refrigerators you have to open with a key. Credit card? You got it. I said like refrigerators, but let's see how that worked out.
Howdy do. This is Peter McAllister, the father. I'd like a hotel room, please, with an extra large bed, a TV, and one of those little refrigerators you have to open with a key. Credit card? You got it.
Yes! So let's make sure we're in slow. So we're in slow. Luke, I am your father. It'd be kind of nice if they had, you know, maybe a fast feature on here, just a switch instead of having, you know, to record it in slow and then having to play it back in normal. It's kind of hard if you don't maybe have the instructions for it. You might even not know your Talkboy even has that function, or at least they could have written down on some instructions or something on the Talkboy itself. Other versions of the Talkboy included Talk Girl, which is a pink version of this because, you know, girls can't play with things unless they're pink. Talkboy/Talk Girl effects came with a writing pen, and it also came with several buttons with sound effects. And finally, there was Talk Girl and Talkboy Jr., and it was this, but pocket-sized, and it also relied on an internal memory instead of using cassette tapes for all the recordings. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I clearly had way too much fun doing it, if you couldn't tell. And you can find these guys on eBay. You know, it's kind of hit and miss if you find some that are in working order. You know, they might come with the cassette, they might not. This one didn't come with the cassette, sadly, but it's no big deal. But it is a really cool collectible, and it really does look cool in a glass case. It's like, oh my god, it's Home Alone. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys had one of these. Did you have this version? Did you have a different version? Did you see these in the toy stores during Christmas time? It'd actually be just very interesting to know, you know, how common these are or maybe how rare these are. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I come with new videos every Wednesday and Saturday, unless if I get invited for Chinese food. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay legendary.
Thank you guys